What is the best thing that has ever happened to you for being nice? We were living in Amman, in Jordan, where my husband Bob was a senior diplomat. It was Ramadan, and it was hot. In Ramadan, Muslims do not eat or drink while there is light, and in summer it was light for a long time. The Jordanian government supplied a guard with a machine gun. I was spooked at first, but we got used to walking past a man with his gun and often chatted to the guards. On the first day of Ramadan, the guard of the moment tapped on the window between the open garage and the kitchen and asked our lovely Filipina helper if she could open his can of tuna to break his fast. He was holding a half bottle of lukewarm water. I was in the kitchen at the time. That tuna was cheap and terrible, grayish flakes drifting in salt water. I would not have fed it to a cat. We organized a very fast tray, dates and apricot nectar to break the fast, a bowl of chopped salad, a bowl of yogurt, local white cheese, nuts and sweets, and an assortment of pastries like baklava. We handed it out with his tuna and hot tea as the call to prayer sounded the moment when he could eat. He was stammering with gratitude, but it took us only 5 minutes. I added items to our regular shopping list. Each day, we prepared a big tray and included a hot vegetarian dish. I was concerned that the guards might not eat meat from a non-Muslim household for fear of pork. The numbers grew. There were 2 guards on the second night, 4 after 3 days. By the end of the week, there were 17, from every ambassador's house in the area. Some left their post and walked several blocks. We just put out big serving bowls and fistfuls of cutlery, and they shared. They came every night for a month. We did that every year for 4 years. At the end of our posting, my husband Bob called to say farewell to King Hussein. The king called in Queen Noor, and together they thanked us for feeding our guards through Ramadan. When Bob recovered from the shock, he asked how they knew. On the second night of your first Ramadan, the head of the elite guard asked how to manage a problem. The guard for another ambassador wished to leave his post to go to the Australians, as they were giving food and drinks. He was asking permission to leave his post, and I am the only one who can grant that permission. I told him that if the Australians are willing and generous to the guards and others are not, then guards from other embassies can leave their posts to eat. That was a delightful thing to hear.